Okay, here we are back again with the follow up to last night's video. I told you last night in last night's video some things that I'm going to talk about this week. I want to talk to you about some things, some real practical things that we could be doing during this quarantine time to prepare us for when the quarantine is over to put ourselves in a position to probably do a little advance in our career and get ourselves on a better footing. So I recommended for you guys a couple of books to read just by way of reminder. The Compound Effect with Darren Hardy. This talks about making small changes that you can repeat, that you can be consistent with over time. And then I also talked to you about the Go Giver Leader. For all leaders and future leaders out there, I strongly encourage you to read this book. But tonight I want to talk to you just about just some career choices because a lot of people have been coming up to me and asking me for career advice and there the question that I often get is it possible for me to get into a career and really make six figures? Is that real? I mean, could I really make six figures? The answer is yes. It's not easy, but it is real. So tonight I want to talk to you about the 15 top paying IT certifications according to the Global Knowledge's 2020 study. And this is posted on Forbes magazine. I'll put a link to that article in the description below. But IT it has been just exploding for the past 20, 30 years. The field of IT has exploded. And inside of that massive explosion, there every 5 or 10 years or so there are new micro explosions that makes the bigger explosion last a lot longer. When I first got into the industry, it was all about server administration and it was all about coding and programming and networking and all those things. And the certifications at the time reflected that thing. Even going back further, it used to be that the only way you could get a job in the information technology field is that you had to be a computer science student and have a computer science degree. Although strongly encouraged, it's by no means is required today. Trust me. What is gaining the most traction now in the industry and has been for the past 15, 20 years or so are IT certifications because these certifications show a potential employer that you have industry knowledge and skills that are practical and marketable either for a product that they themselves are using or industry wide you have an understanding and a mastery of some given technology or solution. So looking at this 2020 list by Global Knowledge, 5 of the top 15 highest paying jobs, and let me just jump to the end here. All 15 of these jobs that I'm talking about here all average have an annual salary of at least $117,000 a year and higher. Job certification number 15. Certification number 15 on the list. It will those people with that certification earn on average $117,000 a year. That's the bottom. That goes all the way up to the very top, which is $175,000 per year. So in this time that you have during the shutdown, I encourage you to take a look at what can you do. Start reading a lot. But now also, if you are someone who already have an affinity for or you enjoy computers and you enjoy working with people, you're on your computer all the time anyway. You're on your computer checking Facebook. You're on your computer doing things that really don't benefit you, but you got pretty good computer skills. You know your way around a computer. Then it's not too far fetched to imagine that you can have a career in IT. Let's walk through some of these certifications. Now, one of those micro explosions that we are in the midst of now is the growth in what's called cloud technology. And the big players in this space right now, number one is Amazon with their Amazon Web Services. Number two is Microsoft with their Microsoft Azure Cloud. And then number three is Google with the Google Cloud Platform. So let's take a look at some of these certifications. The number one highest paying certification of 2020 is, you guessed it, the Google Certified Professional Cloud Architect. Google Certified Professional Cloud Architects make on average $175,000 per year. Now, I'm going to include some links in the description below of ways that you can get trained and certified on all of these things. But I just want to give you the raw numbers for now. Number two, Amazon Web Services. And I found this one interesting because it has the AWS Certified Solutions Architect. It has the associate, and I think this might be a misprint because it has the associate certification coming in at $149,000 a year. Now, that might be a misprint. They might be meaning that for the AWS Certified Solutions Architect Professional, the professional level certification. But either way, they have it listed here in the article as associate. The next two are cybersecurity related certifications. There is the Certified Information Security Manager, or CISM, and that comes in at $148,000. There's the Certified in Risk and Information Systems Control, or CRISC, that comes in at $146,000. Number five is interesting. Number five is related not to cloud specifically or security specifically, but all of these things, cloud and security and networking, all of those in the enterprise, you have to have someone to manage these projects. And so you guessed it, number five is the project management certification from the PMI, the Project Management Institute. Their project management professional comes in on average at $143,000 per year. PMP. And so you're saying, what? Wow, 143 sounds great. How can I get that? Well, if you're someone, and I'm talking to someone right now, you're the one who's the event planner in your family. Whenever there is a big family reunion, you're doing all of the coordination. You're putting all the stuff together. When the family is about to go on a trip, you're the one who instinctively know how to put the list together. You want to coordinate all of the events. You're managing your family right now. You're managing those families' projects right now. If that's the case, why don't you take a look at how you can get a certification, because you already have a natural knack for doing this. And project managers make a lot of money. Project managers make a lot of money. Number 6 and number 7, these are also two additional security certifications. The CISSP, the Certified Information Systems Security Professional, used to be the gold standard. Now, years ago, this was the highest paying security certification. It was for years and years and years. It was the gold standard for certifications, and they come in at $141,000 on average per year. I got my CISSP way back in 2002. Way back in 2002, I got my CISSP, and I've long since let that lapse because I've moved on to doing other things right now. But the CISSP is still a very valuable certification to have, as you can see. Number 7 is the Certified Information Systems Auditor at $132,000. And let me hurry because the video is getting long. Number 8 is also a cloud certification at $131,000. And then the list goes all the way down. Number Number 9 is VMware, and number 10 is one called ITIL that comes in at 129,000. So the top 10 ranges from 129,000 to 175,000 at the very top. Certifications matter. But once you get that certification, that does not guarantee that you're going to automatically get a job making that 175,000. It doesn't automatically guarantee once you get your ITIL Foundation certification, which is number 10 on the list, that you're going to automatically start making 129,000. But what that does is that puts you on the path. That puts you on the path to where once you get the necessary experience to go along with that certification, you are on the path that leads to that kind of money. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about here. Trust me. So, like I said last night, time ain't nothing but what? Time. Time ain't nothing but time. You have time. God has given you this time. So now take the time, study, figure out what you like doing anyway, and align your passion with your pursuit of prosperity. So you can do that. You can do that by figuring out, I just kind of like to make sure that people are doing the right things anyway. You might be, I want to make sure people are sticking to the rules. You might be someone who is just perfect for being a certified information systems auditor. Systems auditors, these auditors work for these big consulting companies like KPMG and PwC and Ernst & Young and Accenture. These auditors, they make a lot of money. They work for the big consulting companies. They make a lot of money, and if that's doing what you love to do anyway, it makes perfect sense for you to consider that as a career. So take a look at the link, read the article, and I want you to give me your comments. If you have any questions, reply in the comment section. I've been in the cybersecurity in the IT industry since I got out of the Marine Corps in 1993. I've never left this career field, and I've continued to progress along the way, and I've learned a lot of lessons. I know where the pitfalls are, and now I want to help you. I want to help you to get your feet on on that path so that you can go and grow your earnings, because it is possible. Somebody is going to listen to this, and someone is going to take advantage of it. Trust me. I'm already mentoring several people right now that have already gotten their AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner cert. They already got their AWS Certified Solutions Architect. I've mentored people to getting Google certs and security certifications and ITIL foundations. And these people are well on their way to earning great money because they're following the path. I want you to be next. I really, really, really want you to be next. So drop me a note in the comment section below. Ask me any question that you have. I'm going to answer you as honestly as I can. I know the video is a little long right now, but guess what? When you start studying for these certifications, the videos are going to be 30 minutes to an hour long. And you're going to have to watch them over and over. And then you're going to have to do labs to get hands-on practice and expertise in what you're doing. But this is something that I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about helping other people to get to a level that they never thought possible. I want to help you to get there as well. So until next time, this has been Pastor ABE with a little bit more than 5 minutes of faith with Pastor ABE. Be blessed.